Oh.
10 second to 10.
Big time
That's the
hit,
game.
and that's going to be a walk-off RBI single. Swung on, chopper to third. Here comes the go-ahead run. It's over the head of the center fielder, and it's a home run.
Oh,
a
my
three-run
goodness.
homer.
Welcome to the KVB pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the Knox Redskins Baseball Club hosts the South Central Satellites. This is Indiana High School Baseball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, our sports analyst, Kevin Hannon. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to Redskin Baseball Field in Knox, Indiana, 46534. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. As we get ready for our 9th spring broadcast of the 2025 season, we have talked with both head coaches of the Knox Redskins, Dustin Waters and Brent Jones of the South Central Satellites on the Saturday Sports Line a couple of times. When we look at the Knox Redskins, head coach Dustin Waters and his team started their season against the Winnemac Warriors, pulling off an impressive come-from-behind win 8-7 in the War on 35. They then beat Argus 18-0 before taking on the heavy hitters of Couts, falling 17-0. They beat cross-county foe Oregon Davis 10-0, then fell to conference foe Jimtown on back-to-back nights, 13-3 in Game 1 and 5-1 in Game 2. They beat their heated cross-county rival of North Judson, Sampier, 11-1 in Game 1. Then the next night we saw them beat them again, 14-9. Since that time, the Redskins fell to Washington Township 7-5. They beat conference opponent LaVille 2-1. Then West Central in a doubleheader this past Saturday, 6-1 in Game 1 and 7-1 in Game 2. As the Redskins come into this matchup at 8-4 on the year and 1-2 in Indiana Northern State Conference play. When it comes to hitting, Bryson Vanice leads this team with a .400 batting average. Right behind him is Xavier Boyd, hitting right at a .355, and then rounding out the top three is Raymond Boyd. He's averaging a .333 at the plate. As a whole, the Redskins are batting a .250 average with an on-base percentage of .383. They have 62 hits, 68 runs, and 41 RBIs on the season. Looking at the pitching for the Redskins, they have used 7 different arms through the 59 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 5.58. They have allowed 82 hits, 61 runs, and have struck out their opponents 71 times. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, we are honored to have sports analyst Kevin Hannon on the call. We saw the Redskins last week. Coach, overall thoughts?
I thought they're a much improved team over where they were a year ago. With Coach Waters being new last year, it probably took him a little longer than he thought before, the kids would get what he was doing, what he was changing, and they played good baseball. I've seen them twice this year, once in a loss, once in a win, and they do a lot of good things out there on the field.
Well, we turn the page and look at the South Central Satellites. Head coach Brent Jones and his team have got out to a tough start. They started their 2025 campaign at home, falling to Wheeler 5-4, then on the road to Portage 9-5. They traveled to Fairfield and lost 9-3, then hosted Jimtown and fell 14-0. They beat Whiting on the road 15-3 before losing to conference foe Morgan Township at home 17-5. They took on a very, very good New Prairie team and lost on the road 19-9. 30-0. We saw them explode on their rival, the Tri-Township Tigers, on the road, scoring 21 runs and only allowing the Tigers 1. They turned around and played Culver Academy, falling 13-1, then hit the road to take on conference foe Washington Township last night, winning 7-0, as the Satellites come into this matchup at 3-7 on the year and 2-1 in Porter County Conference play. When it comes to hitting, Nolan Eaton leads this team with a .455 batting average up to this point. Right behind him is Tay Falls, hitting right at a .346, and then rounding out the top three is Wyatt Dahl, averaging a .333 at the plate. As a whole, this team has a .247 batting average and an on-base percentage of .397. They have 60 hits, 62 runs, and 53 RBIs on the year. Nolan Eaton leads the team with a .571 on-base percentage. Sophomore Tay Falls leads with 6 stolen bases. And then looking at the pitching for the Satellites, they have used 10 different arms through the 58 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 6.16. They have allowed 80 hits, 90 runs, and have struck out their opponents 76 times. Thoughts on the Satellites, Coach?
We saw them last week, and, the schedule, I think, or the record is a little deceiving. Those first 4 losses were to some very good teams, and they've pitched 10 different kids. Yeah, they've taken their lumps a little bit between there, but when in their conference games, when they're going to throw their best pitching, we saw them, they were great. They were great against La Crosse, and they were better than that yesterday against a good Washington Township team.
Well, and we've kind of talked about it before. Records can be deceiving. The competition that the Satellites have seen thus far, really, the record doesn't gauge off those performances, really. No,
and, we can only go off of what we saw, and I know we talked about Washington Township's program before. That's a good team, and to go up there yesterday and beat them 7-0, that's as good a win as they can have on their schedule. So, they're coming in today. They'll obviously throw off a lower-ranked pitcher on their staff, as this is a non-conference game. But I think they're playing well here lately.
Well, we are expecting a great afternoon of IHSAA baseball action as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. We are lucky to say no injuries to report, as that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned. We will hear from Dustin Waters of the Redskins after the break. That's in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
Talking with head coach of the Knox Redskins, Dustin Waters. Coach, looking pretty good, 8-4 right now this season. You see the South Central Satellites. They've had a tough road against some very good opponents. What do you know about them coming into this afternoon?
Other than the record, I think they're 4-7, but I don't put a whole lot of emphasis on that. They play really good teams. It's a team we haven't beat here in a long time, so I'm not going to call it a statement game, but we're going to come out and compete. So
you've got to
keep the ball rolling from last week.
You've got Xavier on the mound today. He's our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week. Very excited to see him. How's the control been from him? What do you want him to see? What do you want to see from him today against the Satellites?
Just give us a chance to win. I mean, he's every game he's pitched, with the exception of maybe one. He's kept us in a ball game, and that's all we can really ask for. Even that Jimtown game, it's 5-1. We had to go get him because of pitch count and the schedule and whatnot, and he wasn't happy about that, but kept us in the game, and that's all you can really ask for. And I think if he goes out and does that today, we've got a reasonable chance to win. So,
well, Coach, I sure do appreciate your time. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Hello there. Is this that Last Choice Insurance?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
You mean Second Choice Insurance?
We offer homeowners, auto, farm, commercial, life. Let us know how we can be of guidance.
Okay, I got it now. First Best Insurance.
So contact us, First Choice Insurance, at 574-896-3482 at North Judson, or jingle us at 574-772-5370, and one of our wonderful local agents will take care of you.
As we get set for Indiana High School baseball action, what are your keys to the game as a South Central Satellite coach?
Well, I think the Satellites want to keep their offense rolling. We saw them. They executed great. They just played great offensive baseball. They did the little things. They got on base. They put the ball in play. And I think if they can do that today against the pitchers the Redskins are going to throw out there, they'll be in the game.
Keys for the Redskins.
I think the key starting out of huge week for the Redskins is Xavier Boyd on the mound. They're hoping to keep him under a pitch count with conference games later on this week. So if he is effective and keeps his pitch count low, I think that'll keep the Redskins right in the game as well.
That is our keys to the game. It's time to sit back, pop open an ice-cold Coke and chill. The Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our LAP Way starting lineups are next. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
It's time for the LAP Way starting lineups.
For the Redskins in the field to start today, we will see Rocco Venice in left field. Miles McLaughlin is in center field and Justin Downs in right field. The infield shows Chase Fletcher at third, Carter Jordan at second, Aiden Schieber at first, Ray Boyd will be the shortstop, Kane Weber behind home plate as the catcher, and Xavier Boyd gets the call to start on the mound in this one for the Knox Redskins. For the Satellites, their batting order shows catcher Tay Falls leading off, then pitcher Corbin DeWitt, right fielder Nolan Jones, and then the shortstop Nolan Eaton as the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth will be third baseman Hunter Like, then first baseman Wyatt Dahl. Designated hitter Rocco Wallace bats seventh. Second baseman Carson Rinker is at the 8 slot. And at the bottom of the lineup, we will see center fielder Noah Howard. That is our LAP Way starting lineups. We will be back to get set for the first pitch. You are listening to KVB's WKVI.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From Knox, Indiana, we welcome you to game number 9 of our 2025 spring sports broadcast season to see the Knox Redskins host the South Central Satellites. We welcome you in. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI as the history between these two teams also includes the history of WKVI telling their stories. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in this area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Well, we are proud to let you know the scoreboard operator today here at Redskin Baseball Field is Chuck Linhart. Our umpires for this evening are Mike Winter and Rick Podell. With us tonight, we are honored to have former longtime area baseball head coach Kevin Hannon on the call to decipher the play in which we will describe for you. I am Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana high school baseball action from Knox, Indiana. We bring Coach Hannon in. I find it very interesting, Coach. You have history with both teams in this matchup today. I think we couldn't have asked for someone better to join us on the air.
Well, yeah, it's been a few years since I was down at South Central, but I've got, I think, 23 years involved in baseball with these two schools. So my adrenaline's going a little bit today. This will be a good one.
Well, I was excited we could get you for this game. Of course, Brent Jones, former baseball player at Valparaiso, not from the state of Indiana originally, but he's sticking around, and he's doing a great job with the Satellites, continuing that history of satellite baseball. We keep hearing about how it was started all those years ago by the former football head coach there at South Central. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Bob Schellinger.
Schellinger,
and
yes.
then it moved to Corey Gores, and then a lot of steps after that. I was there, and then Ron King was there. I mean, it's just, I hate to leave anybody out, but
yeah,
they have their youth league programs set up in the three communities, Clinton, Union Mills, Hanna, and they love their baseball, and they've had talent. South Central's always had good athletes, and they usually on the field they're athletic, which helps you as a baseball player, obviously.
Well, the first thing that I noticed when I got to this area was, wow, there's something going on at South Central. They have athletes. Just when I got here a couple of years ago, that sign went to Kentucky to play baseball. So it's just really interesting. We've talked about the pros that have gone on and played out of South Central, the history there. But then you talk about Knox Redskin baseball history. You were here for quite a long time as well. Talk about the program and its mantra over the years that you were here.
Well, I think definitely when I gave it up after the 23 season, Coach Waters was on my staff, and I think at the time he was right for the job. He's younger. It was a new voice. He knows the game. He played college baseball. He's got a son, and his core group of friends are all in middle school now. So it's just the perfect time for him to put his stamp on this program. And we've got kids that can play. It's just a matter of year after year keeping them out, keeping them coming, and he's got a nice group of kids on the field, and they're going to return a lot of these guys here in the future.
Yeah, not only that storyline we just spoke about with Coach Hannon here up in the booth with us, you had just kind of mentioned it there, and I had mentioned about Coach Jones for the Satellites, but both Coach Waters for the Redskins, Coach Jones for the Satellites played collegiate baseball.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're being led by guys that have played at the next level, and if you're a player in this area that wants to play at the next level, that would be a coach you'd want to look up to, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Just the way Coach Waters, and if I say Dustin, that's who I'm talking about, but just the way Coach Waters uses different terminology. And, he probably relates to the younger guys a little better. And a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, and he's going to do a great job here.
Well, you said last night you were watching some baseball, some professional baseball, a crazy story. You said that they had brought in the shortstop to come pitch.
Yeah, the Washington Nationals had given up quite a few runs, and their bullpen was pretty dry. So they bring in a backup infielder to pitch off the mound, and he's throwing 41, 42 miles an hour.
Jeez.
You don't see that in Little League baseball, but he's trying to. Then they were talking, they had a former player, Daniel Murphy, on the color last night, and he was talking about they're doing that because that's slower than BP, and Major League guys won't hit it.
Well, won't even go for it.
Well, he walked the first two on his 41, 42, and then he decided, heck with this, and he threw one about 63, and 450 feet later, it's a 3-run homer for the Mets in the ninth. So it was fun. That game just shows you that on any given night, even the best in the world, you can have a Little League game break out.
Gosh. Well, we're hoping we see a good competitive matchup. It's been a while since we've seen one. We've seen some lopsided affairs here the last week and a half. So
yeah,
it's really been kind of hard to talk about some of these games when the kids are going through these tough losses.
It does. You get into a 10-run deficit, and by the third, fourth, fifth innings, it's story time. We're just talking about other things and trying to get through the lack of action, should I say, on the field. So I think this one's going to be competitive.
Well, we'll stand by here for our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, and kindly remove your mats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Every morning, join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central. Catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News reporters Rusty Nixon and Becca Shepard. Catch their stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. We went through the starting lineups a little bit ago. We'll go through that one more time. And in the field for the Redskins to start today, Rocco Venice in left field, Miles McLaughlin in center field, Justin Downs in right field. The infield shows Chase Fletcher at third, Carter Jordan at second, Aiden Schieber at first. Ray Boyd is the shortstop, Kane Weber is the catcher, and Xavier Boyd is on the mound. Pitching for the Redskins in this one. For the Satellites, the batting order shows catcher Tay Falls leading off, then pitcher Corbin DeWitt, right fielder Nolan Jones, and then the shortstop Nolan Eaton as the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth will be third baseman Hunter Like, then first baseman Wyatt Dahl. Designated hitter Rocco Wallace bats seventh. Second baseman Carson Rinker is at the 8 slot, and in the 9 slot is center fielder Noah Howard. And Coach, you kind of mentioned it earlier, the first time we've got 2 Roccos from either team starting tonight.
That's unique. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. And I want to give a shout out to Coach Ryan Marsh from the Redskins. He's the one that mentioned that the Redskins are wearing their gray red pipe pants with their matching tops.
Oh.
And he wanted me to emphasize the word tops. They're not jerseys, they're tops. So that's a shout out to Coach Marsh.
Well, they do definitely look sharp today, all gray with the red trim, as Coach just mentioned. The Satellites in gray pants with blue tops and red and white trim, as Tay Falls will step in, the right-handed hitter, to face the right-handed Xavier Boyd. First pitch of the afternoon, it's the Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack first pitch, and it is a ball outside. Boyd, our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week. Have a chance to talk with him tomorrow. You'll catch his interview this Saturday on the Saturday Sports Line as he delivers the next pitch, 0-2. Swing and a miss by Falls. He wanted that one.
Yeah, one thing we did see out of the Satellites last week is they have good at bats. They don't go up there swinging at many things out of the zone.
That was in the zone, and Falls tried to catch up to it but couldn't. Now it's even, 2-2. Boyd right to work. Popped up high, back to center field. McLaughlin trying to make a play for it, and he will. An acrobatic catch over the shoulder, Coach.
Yeah, that ball just was hit right on the button and just kept carrying. McLaughlin didn't make it look easy out there, but he stuck that glove up and made the catch.
See pitcher Corbin DeWitt step in for his first appearance this afternoon. DeWitt, a 160 average coming into today. This is his 36th plate appearance. Boyd delivers. This one's inside. The senior DeWitt, an on-base percentage of .382. Pops one back to right field, and it will be foul.
Ball landed about 20 feet foul, but I guess right fielder didn't feel like he even had a chance because he didn't move very far for it.
He didn't think he could catch up to it. Next pitch outside, hits the dirt, gets past Weber. 2-1 the count here. And Boyd will deliver. Slicer up the middle. Almost gloved by Ray Boyd, the shortstop, but he couldn't quite pick it up. So getting to first is the number 2 hitter, Corbin DeWitt.
Yeah, just a ball up the middle, just under the glove of the shortstop, Ray Boyd.
So here's Nolan Jones. We've talked about him before, the right fielder. He'll step in, and he did quite well against the Tigers last week, a .318 average. This is his 30th appearance at the plate today or this season.
Yeah, and when we saw the Satellites last week, they were very aggressive on the base paths between bunting, stolen bases. So it'll be interesting to see if that was just something that was in play for Tri-Township or if it will continue today.
Swing and a miss on the first opportunity. Strike one. Boyd not shying away from these South Central Satellites early here. Not wasting any time, the 0-1. There goes DeWitt to take 2. He'll slide in safe. They had the tag, but the ball fell out of the mitt.
Good Strong throw by Kane Weber. The runner had a pretty good jump off first base, but Kane did all he could.
Jones will step back in with one on in scoring position. He had to duck out of the way for ball 2. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Dropped low on Jones there, and he couldn't catch it. Jones with 6 RBIs on the season, an opportunity at this at-bat here, as going ahead and taking third is Corbin DeWitt. So the Satellites are being aggressive today, Coach.
Yeah, he just got a good jump, and Xavier Boyd, pitcher, didn't really do much to slow his feet down out there.
Full count. Popped up high, back to center field. McLaughlin to make a play. He does. Tagging up is DeWitt, but he thinks twice about it and will go back to third. So that will be out number 2 here in the top of the first.
Yeah, the runner at third tagged right there. Came about halfway down the line. He saw the throw was already coming in. McLaughlin did a nice job of getting the ball headed towards the plate quickly. And it was offline, but from the runner at third base's perspective, it looked like it was headed right for the catcher. So good job by McLaughlin to hold that run at third.
Here is the cleanup hitter, Nolan Eaton. First pitch inside, gets past Weber, and here comes DeWitt to score the first run of the afternoon. 1-0, the Satellites lead. Pitch just got past Weber, unfortunately.
Yeah, just off the end of his glove. So unearned run here for the Redskins in the top of the first.
Eaton steps back in, swings on one through the gap between third and short, and he'll get a base hit.
I think all that kid does is hit, at least when we're here. It's all his family has ever done at South Central. He's had
dealt with the Eatons before.
A few brothers and cousins, I believe, that have been really good ball players up there.
So keeping the inning alive is Eaton, and we'll see the number 5 hitter, Hunter Like, the third baseman, for his first appearance today. Boyd delivers, Eaton to take 2, sliding in, and he's safe. Weber threw down to second, but not in time, and it gets past him. So now standing in scoring position is Eaton with 2 outs. Like will step back in. 182 average, his 29th appearance on the season. He has 3 RBIs up to this point. 0-1 from Boyd. Chopper over the head of Boyd. Ray Boyd to make a play from short, and he gets the out. So 1 left stranded in scoring position, but 1 run crosses, Coach.
Yeah, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left.
We'll take a quick break. Bottom of the second is on the way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keat at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home in Stark County. Call them at 574-896-2567. We go to the bottom of the first, 1-0. The Satellites get one on. Mitch Columbia along with Kevin Hannon. So the Satellites do some damage there early to start the game off strong.
And what we're seeing is, I questioned back in the first whether that was something that was in their game plan that day against Tri-Township, but obviously that's the way South Central plays. Very aggressive.
Which is a running theme with that team.
And put the ball in play, making the defense stop them.
Yeah. So they get one on, and now we'll see what the Redskins can do at home here in the bottom. We'll see leading off the shortstop, Ray Boyd, for his first appearance today. He's a .333 average on the season. It's his 38th appearance. As on the mound is Corbin DeWitt, who scored that run in the top half. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I always like it when the pitcher has eye black on, too. It just adds something. Looks like a middle linebacker out there on the mound.
Very intimidating. He will kick and deal the 0-1. Popped up foul. He's ahead now, 0-2. He comes in today, a 7.5 ERA. He's 0-2 on the season. Searching for that first win of the year, DeWitt is, as he will deliver the 0-2. Breaking ball misses up top, couldn't quite get it. Through the 9.1 innings pitched, he has allowed 21 hits, 25 runs, 10 base on balls, and has 6 strikeouts coming into today. The 1-2. Low and in the dirt.
Good job by Raymond Boyd right here, just fighting back in the count. Using up pitches, and early in the game, just every pitch you see is very important as the game plays out.
2-2. Misses outside, so Ray Boyd being patient here with that .459 on-base percentage. He's trying to get on a full count here with DeWitt. Wind picking up from left field to right field. DeWitt finds the zone on the inner portion of the plate, and going down looking is Ray Boyd for out number 1.
I see that as a trend a lot in high school basketball or high school baseball. Ray started there 0-2 in the count, gets down, works it back, thinks he has a good gauge of the strike zone, and then you come back and you get him looking. So you just get out of hit mode.
Now we'll see his cousin, Xavier Boyd. Pitcher, step in, left-handed hitter to face the right-handed pitcher. DeWitt delivers just inside for ball 1. Xavier, a .355 average on the season, his 37th appearance. Has 11 hits coming into today. 1-0 from DeWitt. Foul tip over the fence.
Before the game, Xavier, I was down talking to the coaches, and Xavier comes over and goes, "Coach, I remember my first high school at bat. We were at South Central for a scrimmage, and he got to bat off Bradley Farrell."
You wouldn't forget that, I guess, would you?
3 pitches later, he's sitting in the dugout by me. For those of you that don't know, Bradley's a kid that graduated from South Central and is now pitching at the University of Kentucky in the SEC.
That must have been who I was talking about a little earlier. When I first got here, he had just signed.
Yeah, he had a pretty good high school career. Had an injury there towards the end of his senior year, and so his time at South Central didn't end the way it could have.
Sure. So Xavier Boyd will swing on the 2-2. It's a grounder to short. They'll make the play for out number 2. Good glove there by the shortstop, Nolan Eaton.
Kid just makes plays. Nice job going to his left, fielding the ball, coming up, plenty of time, made a strong throw across.
Now it is the number 3 hitter, center fielder Miles McLaughlin, to step in, the right-handed hitter. McLaughlin, a .259 average, his 29th plate appearance of the season. First pitch offered from DeWitt. Little change up there,
Yeah,
looked like,
Coach. Little off-speed curveball right there. Had McLaughlin out in front.
So 0-1 count early here for McLaughlin as he digs back in, and DeWitt will deliver. That time he blows it by him and can't catch up to it for strike 2.
Well, so far here, DeWitt's doing a nice job of getting ahead of the hitters early on.
Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Falls. Tay falls, drops it, but he picks it up, throws down to first. 3 up and 3 down. And the Satellites get out of the inning 1-0. They still lead over the Knox Redskins. We're going to take a break and come back. Top of the second is on the way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Knox Redskins hosting the South Central Satellites Baseball Club. It's 1-0. As we go to the top of the second, Mitch Columbia along with Kevin Hannon. We're so glad you joined us. A pretty nice day here in Knox, Indiana. A little breezy, but I've been told it's going to get chilly tonight.
Yeah, it was hot and humid earlier in the day. Then I went outside at the end of the day, and the front had started moving through. So it's still breezy, but very comfortable.
So quick work in the bottom of the first for the Satellites. They're back up to bat. This is exactly the kind of action we saw from them against the Tigers last week. This is exactly what they want to do.
Yep. They do the little things well. Play good defense. They get runners on base.
We'll start with the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. It is Wyatt Dahl, first baseman in the box, right-handed hitter. Takes the first pitch from Xavier Boyd, inside, ball 1. Next one. Chopper foul down the third base line. Evens up at 1-1. Dahl, a .292 average, his 34th appearance of the season. He has 7 hits up to this point. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. .469 on-base percentage. He's one of the leaders on this team. 1-2 from Boyd. And he will go down swinging. Xavier pulling some things out of his pocket here, and he gets out number 1 to start the second.
Yeah, he's working that outside corner very well to right-handers. He there to get his second strike. He threw a curveball out there, then he came back with the fastball out there to get him swinging.
Rocco Wallace, designated hitter, steps in. Chopper goes foul down the third base line. We didn't talk about it in the top of the first, but Xavier Boyd has an ERA coming into today, a 5.07. He's 3-1 on the year. Through the 19.1 innings pitched, he's allowed 25 hits, 22 runs, 10 base on balls, and 22 strikeouts. Wallace steps back in and sees the 1-0. Low and in the dirt. Wallace up to this point, the sophomore, .286 average, his 10th plate appearance of the season. Coach Brent Jones just now bringing him in the last few games, it looks like. Swing and a miss on the 1-1.
Yeah, and you always hope that, we're about not quite midway through the season, but he's either getting rewarded for a good start on the JV season or he's just starting to get hot.
Has a .375 OBP and the 2-2 from Boyd. Swing and a miss. And it will be out number 2. So now Xavier Boyd warming up, getting into a rhythm here.
Yeah, getting a little more comfortable here down at the bottom of the lineup.
This now brings the number 8 hitter, Carson Rinker, the second baseman. .261 average. Swing. May have got a piece of it, but it got past for strike one.
Yeah, just a first ball fastball up in the zone. Just couldn't reach it.
Next pitch. Line drive to Chase Fletcher at third. 3 up and 3 down. The Redskins respond. Great job for them. We're going to take a break. Bottom of the second on the way. We'll see if the bats can get going for the Redskins after this.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coons Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them today at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coons Lake. Call Randall's Funeral Home in your time of need. Bottom of the second, Mitch Columbia along with Kevin Hanna. The Knox Redskins are hosting the South Central Satellites. The Satellites got off to a hot start, top of the first, but there in the top of the second, the Redskins were able to take care of business.
Yeah, just, we talked about Xavier Boyd settled into the game a little bit, threw more strikes there in the second inning, so we'll see if that can continue. One thing, that easy little inning right there, it kept him on his pitch count. For Coach Waters. I'm sure he's happy about that.
Quick in and out. So now Chase Fletcher, the right-handed hitter who ended the last half inning. He starts us off here in the bottom of the second. First pitch from DeWitt, fouled off out of play. Fletcher, a .296 average, his 34th appearance of the season. Has 8 hits coming into today. Of course, we remember him in the basketball season. Made quite a splash his freshman year. 0-1 from DeWitt. Got away from him up top. 1-1. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2 the count. One-two. Fouled off. It has cooled off considerably. It was 80 degrees or so earlier today. It's dropped down to 69 here in Knox.
Perfect baseball weather.
It's God's AC. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Fletcher goes down swinging for out number 1. So now we'll see Kane Weber, the catcher, for his first plate appearance of the afternoon. Weber comes in today, a .231 average, his 35th appearance on the year. Has 6 hits up to this point, 9 runs brought across. And we talked about Weber before. He's one of those athletes on this team you can count on.
Yeah, he's athletic. Played a big role on this team. He played for me as a freshman, started, and he's a good baseball player.
First pitch offered, breaking pitch, drops in there for strike 1.
One thing, DeWitt is definitely doing a nice job just from the get-go of mixing in that curveball, keeping the Redskin hitters off balance so far.
0-1 from DeWitt. This time outside misses. Weber has a .412 on-base percentage, so he can get on base. DeWitt shakes off the sign. He takes the next one. Here's the 1-1. Chopper to third.
Ooh.
Snagged, thrown, and they'll get the out. Beautiful play by Hunter Like, the sophomore at third.
Tough play by Hunter Like. He didn't really get the short hop. He got it on a middle hop, and just one of those, his head kind of went one way. He looked over, and yep, the ball found his glove. So, but
he did through it too.
He did play through it. He came and got it, which is the only way he was going to make that play.
So now the number 6 hitter, Connor Linhart, the designated hitter, steps in. The right-hander rocket to second. Thrown to first, 3 up and 3 down again for the Redskins. The Satellites defense came to play today. We're going to take a break and come back. Already going to the top of the third. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Woodlawn Health, earning the right to care for you, your family, and community. We appreciate their support of all local high school sports. Carrie Block and all of the local agents at First Choice Insurance in North Judson and Knox are proud supporters of high school sports and are here for all of your insurance needs. Call 574-896-3482 for North Judson or 574-772-5370 for Knox. We go to the top of the third. The Satellites in the box yet again this afternoon. Xavier Boyd on the mound for the Redskins, holding things down. 1-0 the Satellites lead. That run came in the top of the first, and since that time the Redskins have gotten into a zone, a little bit of a pitching duel here between the Satellites and the Redskins. As stepping in for the Satellites to start things off for us is number 5. That is the number 9 hitter, Noah Howard. He'll swing and miss the first opportunity. Strike one here from Boyd. And right to work, Xavier, the 0-1, swung on and missed by Howard, 0-2. Howard, a 167 average on the season, his 31st plate appearance. Low and away. Good eye there by Howard. Boyd trying to get him to chase. 1-2 from Boyd. Breaking ball got Howard, and he knew it immediately. He started walking. So that will retire Howard for out number 1. And bringing up the start of the batting order yet again is Tay Falls here, the catcher, for his second plate appearance of the afternoon. A 357 average on the year. And the right-handed hitter will step in. He likes to get on base, and we've talked about it with Coach Hannon before. Once he gets on base, he's aggressive.
Oh, and it's quite a show when he gets down there, too. The first base coach gets to put on all his body armor and puts the oven mitt on, and he's ready to roll.
He looks good to play good, Coach. 1-1 count here to Falls. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So the Satellites having trouble figuring out Boyd here. Second time around for Tay Falls. This time he gets a piece of it. Chopper to short. Glove by Ray Boyd. He throws over to first and they get the out. Falls was coming, but he couldn't quite beat it out. What a play by Ray
Nice
Boyd.
play by Ray. It looked like off the bat it was going to end up and be a backhand, but kind of on that last hop, he was able to get it to charge it, and those couple steps he made in on the ball really saved him throwing across.
Great play by the shortstop with 2 outs. We'll now see Corbin DeWitt for his second time today. Swung on, and it is a base hit to center field. So he'll get on base for his second time today.
Yeah, reached on an error in the first, scored a run, stole 2 bases. So I would imagine he'll be running here real quick.
Yes, and this brings up the number 3 hitter, Nolan Jones, for his second time.
Yeah, Nolan hit a long fly ball to center field at first at bat that McLaughlin went back and made a catch on.
1 on, 2 out, top of the third. Boyd checks DeWitt at 1. They're thinking the same exact thing you're thinking, Coach.
Well, I would hope they are.
He's stolen from us twice before.
I think everybody that's watching the game's thinking the same thing right now.
Boyd will deliver. Popped up high. Yeah, over the fence here.
Oh, it landed in play. This field has as much foul territory as you're going to see, and you like to. It takes an effort for the infielders to get to the fence on a fly ball. It's a long way back there, so not an easy play for Weber as the ball drops on the warning track.
He'll check on DeWitt again, sliding in safe. Boyd deals. There goes DeWitt, ripped back to left field, and it goes foul. So that'll bring him back 0-2 count. DeWitt back to first. He was already halfway around second to third.
Yeah, he's an athletic kid, and that ball was hit down the line, and he was off on the pitch, especially with 2 outs.
Back to work. Boyd. There goes DeWitt. Low and outside. Weber to throw down
nice
to 2.
Throw. I think they got him.
No, they're calling him safe. It was close.
I think at other levels, I think your replay would be reviewed.
So close. Second baseman for the Redskins was there, Carter Jordan. So now DeWitt's taking third right away. Weber to throw down.
Got
they're going to tag him.
If he has the ball.
Oh, they're calling him safe. Wow, and now here comes head coach Waters to have a chat. He can't believe it. Chase Fletcher at third believes he got the tag, Coach.
It looked to me, the ball beat him there easily. It looked to me like the tag was on him, but again, we're 150 feet away from the play, so I'm not going to say he's wrong. The ump that made the call is a pretty well-respected ump in the area, so
Waters will get his explanation, and DeWitt will stay on third. Still in the box is Nolan Jones for a 2-2 count. Xavier Boyd to deal.
Xavier Boyd needs to deal right here. He needs to bear down and leave this run down there at third base.
Next pitch. Chopper bounces over Chase Fletcher, and that'll be an RBI single for Nolan Jones, who gets on first, bringing home Corbin DeWitt.
It was a ground ball to third. He hit it hard, but you can tell the field's dry, and that ball hit a spot in the grass and just ricocheted over Fletcher's head into left field.
So there is another run for the Satellite. It's now 2-0 over the Knox Redskins. Xavier Boyd to throw over to first, checking on Jones. He slides in safe. 1 on, 2 out, top of the third. This is Nolan Eaton, the cleanup hitter. Finds the zone on the outer portion of the plate. Eaton's second time against Boyd this afternoon.
Eaton had a single through the hole between short and third his last at bat.
There goes Jones to take 2. Weber to throw down. Bounces out of the glove, so sliding in safe is Nolan Jones. Staying aggressive with 2 outs here.
Yeah, and as we saw, the same offensive game plan from the Satellites last week against...
Oh, my. So they're going to call him out.
Batter interference, I believe. Yeah, he interfered with catcher made contact with him as he was trying to throw.
So that will be out number 3 with one on in scoring position. That will leave it 2-1, 2-0 as the Satellites bring another run across. We're going to take a break and come back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Welcome back. Real Estate are proud sponsors of local high school sports. They take care of agriculture, residential, and 1031 exchanges. Call them at 574-896-5138. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. We go to the bottom of the third. Mitch Columbia along with Kevin Hannon. 2-0, the South Central Satellites lead the Knox Redskins here on the road. Man, the Satellites get another run across there, Coach.
Yeah, they scored 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, no runners left on. And, up here in the booth, we were talking about the play that ended the inning. I believe they called interference on the batter on the throw going through. So I'm not sure who made the out, whether it was the batter or the base runner. So I guess we'll have to see who leads off the next inning. But same method.
Sure.
Same method in the first inning, same method in the third inning. They get runners on, and they're going to go.
Corbin DeWitt still on the mound for the Satellites to start the bottom of the third. In the box for the Knox Redskins is the number 7 hitter, Justin Downs, right fielder. First time today.
Yeah, the Redskins are hitless through the first 2, so we'll see if the bottom of the lineup can get some runners on base here. Get things going.
Downs, a 192 average on the season. This is his 33rd plate appearance on the year. Has 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 RBIs. First pitch from DeWitt. Popped out of the play down the right field line. 0-1. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, evens up. No, 0-2 now.
Yeah, 0-2. DeWitt's really been effective at getting ahead of batters. Seems like he's 0-2, 1-2 on everybody. It makes it tough to hit.
Right to work. Tried to get him to chase. Up top and away, ball 1. DeWitt delivers. And he will get Downs to swing and miss for strike number 3 and out number 1.
Yeah. Good off-speed curveball right in the middle of the plate. Just, he used his fastball there, strike 2. Went away with a fastball for ball 1 and then came back with that off-speed curveball. Just had him off time.
Second baseman Carter Jordan will step in for his first appearance of the afternoon. He swings on the first pitch over the head of the third baseman, and he'll get a base hit.
Here's the first hit for the Redskins. A little off the end of the bat from Carter Jordan.
Now we'll see Rocco Venice, the number 9 hitter for the Knox Redskins. A 150 batting average. This is his 25th plate appearance of the season. Has 3 hits, 6 runs, and 2 RBIs up to this point. DeWitt will check the runner at 1 and deliver the first pitch to Venice. Bunt shown, goes foul on the right field line. Venice, a .292 on-base percentage.
Yeah, looking to move runners. Jordan, not the greatest speed as far as just getting him on there to steal a base. But I tell you what, if a ball's in the dirt or he can advance, he will. He's got pretty good instincts.
Swings on the 0-1, misses 0-2 now.
Big time for Rocco right here. Strikeout really doesn't help you much. Need to put the ball in play.
Next pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1 on, 1 out. Rocco Venice in, looking at the 1-2 from DeWitt. Swings on one into the hands, right to third base. They throw to 2 for the double play, and they get it. Bang, bang, play. It started with the shortstop, Nolan Eaton, getting it to second baseman Carson Rinker, and then he throws it on a frozen rope to Wyatt Dole for the double play, and the Satellites get out of the inning.
Yeah, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left.
We'll take a break and come back. Top of the 4th action is on the way. The Satellites up to bat. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. Quick correction there at the bottom of the 3rd there, Coach.
Yeah, we talked about how the field was hard and it took a bounce earlier in the game. Well, that was a 1-hopper to the third baseman, Hunter Like. And you don't see a lot of 5-4-3 double plays, third to second to first, turned in high school baseball anymore. And that one, they got Venice by about half stride at first, so good way to start it.
Top of the 4th sees Nolan Eaton up to bat for his 2nd time today. So they are keeping – nope, that's what they're talking about there.
So what they did was Nolan Eaton was out on interference the last inning.
So that was what you were exactly thinking.
So there was 1 runner left on base when that inning changed, but the interference was on Eaton, so he was out. So that puts him at 1 for 2, and Hunter Like will lead off this inning.
So Like his 2nd appearance of the afternoon to face Xavier Boyd.
Good. So that's cleared up in my brain right now.
Chopper, Chase Fletcher will come over to get it. Throws over to first, not in time. Like beats it out.
Yeah, just good wheels down the line right there. Fletcher did all he could. He had to go a long way, in front of Ray Boyd to field that ball. It was his ball all the way, so it's the right play by him. He just didn't have time to get Like.
So Like will lead things off here in the top of the 4th for the Satellites. 1 on, nobody out. They lead 2-0 here. And stepping into the box, showing bunt, taking 2. Like will stand in easily. This is Wyatt Dahl. He pulled bunt there, or kept bunt, I should say. Strike 1 called.
Yeah, he's showing bunt. When we saw him play Tri-Township last week, they bunted a lot. There, I think he's just trying to distract the catcher. And you see Weber had to double pump on that throw there.
Next pitch, bunt shown again. Stays, called strike, taking 3rd is Like. So all the way around quickly, the Satellites have another run 90 feet away.
Yeah, and again,
they're calling him out.
Okay, they called interference again. Well,
so Like will be called out at 3rd, trying to steal it. So that is out number 1, and now Dahl swings on the next pitch. It's a foul tip, keeps it 0-2.
So I have no idea why that's different than the play prior to that.
0-2 from Boyd, misses low and away, ball one. Dahl, the junior, 292 average, has 7 hits coming to today. 469 OBP, and he almost gets hit.
He was trying to get hit that time. He didn't even look to move.
Even count, 2-2 from Boyd. Swung on. And
foul tip.
Yep, they're going to call foul tip. Keeps it 2-2 here.
It's the 7th pitch coming to Wyatt Dahl right here. Seeing a lot of pitches.
Dahl and Boyd going at it. Next pitch from Boyd. Breaking pitch inside. Dahl tried to take that one as well. Just misses him, so it's a full count here. Boyd, the payoff. Low and away, and he will end up walking Wyatt Dahl, who stayed patient, Coach.
Yeah, that's a big at-bat. He was down 0-2 to start the at-bat, gets a runner out at third base, and works his way all the way back through and gets back on for the satellites here.
Designated hitter Rocco Wallace will step in.
He struck out back in the 2nd. So I would assume Dahl will be moving here shortly.
1 out, 1 on. Wallace in. The sophomore shows bunt, laid it down, but it goes foul. 286 average.
And one thing we saw the same in South Central, they're squaring to bunt, but they still need to be selective. If it's a ball, you don't want to obviously bunt a bad pitch, and it seems like they're going out of the strike zone just because the bunt sign's on. There we have a wild pitch, advances Dahl to second base.
Weber tried to track it down, but he had the gear in the way. So Dahl will take 2 in scoring position with 1 out. The Satellites have another run. Called strike on the bunt shown. Weber will run Dahl back to 2.
And again, that ball's bouncing in the left-handed batter's box, and we get an attempted bunt. So just one thing that Coach Jones can work on this week. I'm sure he's aware of the same thing. It's nothing new that I'm telling him right now.
Boyd, the 1-2. Called strike, and going down looking is Rocco Wallace. So Boyd gets the strikeout for out number 2, and this will bring up Carson Rinker.
Yeah. And for the Redskins right now, it's pretty important that Xavier can keep that guy at second base. So bear down right here and go get the number 8 hitter.
Low and away, good eye from Rinker.
Because he's probably almost at a point where Coach Waters is going to have to make a decision if he wants to bring him back later this week.
He'll step off the bump, called time. The Redskins are in action tomorrow, hosting Culver Academy, and then on May 1st, hosting John Glenn. So, yeah, Coach.
Yeah, that'll be the game, either Thursday or Friday, that he'll need to come back for a conference game. I don't think they'd use him in the CMA.
1-1 from Boyd to Rinker. Swung on, grounder to short. Ray Boyd gloves it, throws over to first, and he'll get the out. Out number 3, 1 left stranded in scoring position. Keeps the score 2-0. This is, no, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, no runs on 1 hit. No errors, 1 runner left on.
This is the 4th inning stretch. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right. We also thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Culver's Portside Marina is also part of the broadcast. They can make sure your boat is ready for the spring and summer. Get your watercraft taken care of by contacting Culver's Portside Marina at 574-842-5000. We appreciate their support toward helping continue this tradition. Bottom of the fourth inning stretch coming to a close. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon, a former longtime area baseball coach. He coached for South Central. He's coached for Knox. I don't think we could have got a better guy on the air today for this one, Coach.
I'm sure you could have, but not for what you pay.
Oh, gosh, Coach, you just shot me in the heart. That is a good one. Well, you keep coming back. It's like
no,
that.
I enjoy it. I really enjoy getting out to still see high school baseball.
See, we prey on that. You see how that works out? So we see this is Ray Boyd back to the top of the batting order for the Knox Redskins. Second time today, and he will dip out of the way. 2-0 count now from DeWitt.
Yeah, his second at bat. He struck out back in the first. So far, DeWitt has he's faced the minimum 9 batters. That double play got him out of the last inning.
The 2-0 finds the zone, and Boyd does not like it. He's disagreeing with it.
One thing about DeWitt, we talked a little bit on the break, and he's really been efficient with his pitches. He's only in the 30s here, keeping guys off balance, throwing a lot of strikes.
Foul tips the 2-1, making it 2-2. We mentioned it earlier. He's a .333 average, .459 on-base percentage. And he's the leadoff man for a reason for the Redskins.
Yeah, he's a kid. When they're scoring runs, he's usually right in the middle of it somehow. Just like to see him right here be very important for the Redskins in this game to get something started here in the fourth. We're already getting to the middle innings.
I know.
Middle to late innings.
2-2, DeWitt to Boyd. Breaking ball, got a hold of it back
start.
to center field, and it will be a base hit for Ray Boyd.
Yeah, DeWitt right there. Probably the first bad pitch he's made today. Left a curveball up that really didn't do a whole lot, about shoulder high, and Boyd tattooed it into center field.
Left-handed hitter Xavier Boyd will step in for his second time today.
Grounded out to short, first at bat. Showing bunt here.
Pulls it, falls, throws down to first to check on Ray, and he's safe. Falls has got a fast twitch.
Yeah, and usually right there it's a rule with some teams that if the batter swings through a bunt or takes a bunt, they're going to automatically throw that back pick at first base.
Inside, gets past Falls, and that will advance Ray Boyd to 2. Rare occurrence there from DeWitt in this one this afternoon.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing that happens in high school baseball. Pitcher can be pitching as well as you can. You get one little thing happen, leaves the pitch up, Boyd hits it into center field, and his focus it's disconcerting sometimes for a high school pitcher.
Bunt shown, he pulls it, called strike anyway. 2-1 now. One in scoring position, nobody out. Down 2 are the Redskins here in the bottom of the fourth. Bunt shown, he'll lay it down. Dribbler back to the pitcher. DeWitt throws over to first, and they'll get the out, but that will advance Ray Boyd to 3. So Xavier does the job and moves it forward.
Good bunt right back to the pitcher. Just denned it enough that the pitcher didn't have a chance at third, and got the runner to third with less than 2 outs. That's a great job there, playing small ball.
Now here is Miles McLaughlin, the center fielder, for his second time today. Right-handed hitter, steps in. First pitch from DeWitt. Breaking ball finds the zone.
And the Satellites here are playing the infield in here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Trying to cut down that. Up there, they backed the shortstop up. So
0-1 from DeWitt. Low and away. McLaughlin, 259 average, 286 on-base percentage.
So all 3 infielders, third base, second base, first base, are all in on the grass. Shortstop's deep. And I would imagine if he hangs a pitch, that's about where McLaughlin's going to hammer it to short.
Chopper to third, throws over to first, overthrown, and that'll bring Ray Boyd home. Advancing to 2 is Miles McLaughlin.
So it goes E5 on the Satellites right there. Credit McLaughlin with an RBI.
So that will be McLaughlin's 7th RBI on the season, and he stands in scoring position on 2 as the tying run. The go-ahead run in the box now, it's the cleanup hitter, Chase Fletcher, coach.
Yeah, big at bat here for the freshman.
Inner portion of the plate, he shakes it off. He doesn't like the call. It's a called strike here, 0-1 early.
So Chase struck out back in the 2nd inning. And he's a freshman, so it really doesn't matter what he likes or doesn't like. Just kind of the role of being a freshman in high school baseball.
Breaking ball hangs up top. It is not the only freshman in the cleanup hitter spot for area teams. At Winamac, they have Hutch Martin, the freshman, in the cleanup spot. So a couple of our area teams really like the future of their baseball programs. Foul tip on the next pitch, and you kind of mentioned if you have a freshman in the starting lineup or in the batting order already, you already like him, but to have him in the cleanup spot, that means you really like him.
Oh, absolutely. Or they've had, they've earned their way there, and that's probably what's happened with Chase here in the early part of the season. But that's the Redskins lineup. They have a freshman in there. They have sophomores in there playing productive varsity minutes, so that's good for the future here.
He'll step back in after calling time, looks at the 1-2 from DeWitt, hits the dirt, evens up at 2-2 here. So DeWitt is starting to show signs of slowing down here a little bit potentially.
Yeah, he's just missing some of his spots, and that comes from, like I talked about earlier, the Redskins are starting to put some pressure on him. So it changes, and I believe he's just a sophomore out there on the mound, so... So he's young, and he's learning through these battles. I may be wrong on his age.
Full count. A little chin music for Fletcher. He'll take his base. So DeWitt walks Fletcher 2-on-1 in scoring position. Yeah, senior, I guess.
Oh, he's a senior. Okay, my mistake.
So this will bring in Kane Weber for his second time today. Looks like a little mound visit from head coach Brent Jones in the infield.
Just settle the young man down out there. And, this is actually not much of a different spot. Earlier they had runner on second. Now it's just first and second. Well, that sets up a force play at, third, second, or first. So defensively it's kind of an easier setup for the Satellites. Big spot here for Weber, though, who grounded out to third back in the second. So he can make this an all-even ball game here in the 4th.
Yeah, tying run, Miles McLaughlin on 2. The go-ahead run on first, Chase Fletcher. It's Kane Weber's opportunity here. We mentioned 231 average on the season. Only has 2 RBIs up to this point. So an opportunity to add to that right at this at-bat. First pitch, low and in the dirt, ball 1 to Kane Weber.
Big hole on the left side of the infield as they got the shortstop back there trying to hold the runner at second.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Weber, evens up 1-1. He delivers. Finds the zone.
Good pitch right there. Weber's all geared up for the fastball, and he just drops a curveball in there to get to 2 strikes.
One, 2. Chopper, fielded by the shortstop, throws over to first.
Beat it.
Safe.
Base hit for Weber, loads the bases.
So the shortstop, Nolan Eaton, made a beautiful glove, slings it to Dahl.
And that's one of those where the dry infield, that ball took 2 bounces, and they were high bounces. Eaton really couldn't go up and get it. He had to wait for it to come down, and by then Weber's a good athlete. He's hustling down the line, so that goes as a base hit.
This brings up Connor Lenhart. Second opportunity today. Huge opportunity for him with the bases juiced. 1 out. Takes the first pitch. It's going to get by Falls, and here comes the tying run. Miles McLaughlin. They're going to tie this ball game up here at home against the Satellites, and moving to second and third are both runners.
Yeah, so Lenhart back in the second inning hit a 1-hop line drive right at the second baseman, so hitting a little bad luck, but hit the ball. Big spot for him right here.
1-0 from DeWitt. Inside, ball called. Fletcher at 3, Weber at 2, Lenhart.
Yeah, he's in the driver's seat right here, 2-0 count. He can set fastball, and if DeWitt does throw that curveball, he can just take it right now and get ready to hit the next one.
Next one will drop in front of Tay Falls. He bounces up quickly. Fletcher will stay at 3. It's a 3-0 count now.
And he's hoping right now, Connor's looking down at Coach Waters, and I think he's really hoping, trying to talk him out of giving him the take sign right here.
Lenhart, a 238 average on the season.
Could be a good pitch to hit.
He's looking to add to that here. DeWitt. That one finds the zone for 3-1. Just like you said, Coach.
Either way, still a good pitch to hit. 3-1. He's in the driver's seat here.
Lenhart, a 385 on-base percentage. DeWitt deals the 3-1. Breaking ball misses, and a very patient Lenhart will take his base. It is loaded again here with only 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, good at bat right there. Did what he needed to do. Got on base. Keep moving. Keep the line moving. So here's Downs, 0 for 1 with the strikeout last inning.
The right fielder will step in, right-handed hitter. DeWitt delivers, finds the zone. Downs 4 RBIs up to this point on the season.
Little surprise right here. The Satellites are back all around the infield, and they were up when it was 2-0. Now we're tied, and they're staying back. So.
Back to short, throws to 2. That will bring 1 run across, but get 1 out. So runners in the corners for the Redskins as Downs will bring 1 home. It's Chase Fletcher, Coach.
RBI fielder's choice right there for Downs as they forced Lenhart at second. So 2 outs, first and third. And it was an RBI for Downs right there.
Making it his 5th RBI on the season. And now coming up to bat is Carter Jordan. First pitch, low and away, gets past Falls. They throw down to third. They'll overthrow it. That gives Downs enough time to take 2. Kane Weber almost was in a pickle there.
Yeah, it should have been right there. They catcher hustles back, flips it, and they make kind of a bad throw going to let Weber get back into third safely. So
the Redskins take the lead. It's 3-2 here with 2 outs. A big bottom of the 4th for them.
Now Carter Jordan has a chance to break this open a little bit.
DeWitt. Ooh. So dipping out of the way is Jordan. Ball 2 here. And the Satellites have some work going on in the bullpen. Finds the zone. 2-1 count here.
Yeah, we talked. I'm not surprised the bullpen's going. As I have Xavier Boyd with 58 pitches, so if he would reach 60, then that adds another day of rest this week. So I hate the fact that we got to coach and scout teams according to pitch counts, but that's just the way things are now.
And the next pitch on the outer portion of the plate finds the zone. Jordan disagrees with it. 2-2 count here from DeWitt. Big pitch here for DeWitt to get out of the inning. He delivers. Finds the zone, and going down looking is Carter Jordan. But 3 runs cross here in the bottom of the 4th, Coach.
3 runs on 2 hits, 2 left on base, and one satellite error.
Big inning for the Redskins. They take the lead here at home. It's 3-2. Top of the 5th is on the way.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Hey, LAP Waste is a woman-owned waste management company. Quick, reliable, next-day delivery service for dumpsters and containers. Get rid of your waste as easily and efficiently as possible. Call them at 574-542-4019 and waste less with LAP Waste. We go to the top of the 5th, 3-2. The Redskins have a huge inning, Coach.
Yeah, they did, and they made DeWitt through 34 pitches that inning, which he had thrown 32 in the first 3. So just that little thing of getting guys on base. You know, he made a bad pitch to Boyd starting out the inning, and it just it steamrolled on him a little bit. Now all the momentum's in the Grays, the Gray Tops.
Yeah. We start the top of the 5th with Noah Howard, the number 9 hitter. 0-2 count already to him. Next pitch is Boyd is going right away to work. 1-2 count as it misses, and he's already delivering. Swing and a miss. Howard goes down swinging for a strikeout and out number 1.
Yeah, you can tell, Xavier got the lead, and it's a different body language, different mindset on the mound right now. He's getting it and throwing it and not doubting, and he's really in the groove right now.
Top of the batting order we go for the 3rd time. Tay Falls, the catcher, steps in. Called strike.
Falls 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out to start the day.
(0-1). Boyd to Falls. Low and away. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. Falls behind. 1-2 now. Next pitch swung on and missed, but it gets past Weber. Falls will go ahead and get to first.
Goes a strikeout pass ball to allow Falls to first base, and that's not the kind of thing we wanted here with 1 out and that they wanted here
Right.
with one out in the top of the fifth. Get that runner on with the heart of the order coming up.
Corbin DeWitt having an afternoon.
Yeah, singled and scored in the third, reached on an error in the first and scored, and has 4 stolen bases.
First pitch, low and away.
And an RBI, or I'm sorry, no RBIs for Corbin.
Sun peeking out here in Knox. 1-0 from Boyd. Up top, ball called.
Well, we should have Coach shouting out numbers on his card here, so they're all checking the wristbands, and we might have something on right here.
Grounded to third. Fletcher gloves it, throws over to first, and they get the out. But that does advance. Tay falls to 2.
Yeah, nice play there by Fletcher. Fielded the ground ball, looked at second, chose to throw it across the infield to get an out, and that's nothing lost right there. Second out. So now again, Boyd needs to do a job here and leave that runner out there on second base.
Big rip back to left field, and it will go foul. This is Nolan Jones, the right fielder, in 0-1 count here. The tying run, Tay Falls, is in scoring position on 2. And you know the Satellites are trying to get that back now.
Yeah, and Jones flew out in the first inning, RBI single, and stole a base back in the third.
0-1. Boyd will step off the bump. Falls will go back to 2.
Yeah, Falls is really dancing around out there. He's got both middle infielders kind of worrying about him a little bit. Got Boyd worried about him.
He likes toying with him.
Focus right now needs to be on this hitter that's a really good hitter.
Rip up center field, base hit. Falls is being told to go home. The tying run, and he will slide in safe. And sliding in at 2 is Nolan Jones. So the Satellites tie it up right away in the top of the 5th, bringing that run across.
You know, a little bit of a mistake right there by McLaughlin. He threw all the way to the plate, missed his cutoff man. And the run, I think, is going to score either way, but that just allowed Jones to move in, and now he's in scoring position behind him.
And that is the go-ahead run here.
So RBI single for Jones, advanced on the throw. So it's 2 outs, and Boyd still, now he's working on another good hitter here, Nolan Eaton.
Third time today we've seen Mr. Eaton.
The Nolans are having themselves a good day.
They are. Outside, ball called from Boyd. Satellites able to respond right away. (1-0). Outside again. Satellites scored their first run in the first, their second in the third, their third here in this 5th.
Yeah, it's the same group of players. That top 3-4 in the lineup are the ones that are giving all the trouble to the Redskins.
2-0.
Oh, nice
Glove
catch by Boyd.
By Ray Boyd, the shortstop, and that will be the third out.
Yeah, just a hard line drive to short. Boyd had to reach up. I won't say he had to jump, but still a nice play.
1 run crosses, 1 left stranded.
1 hit and no Redskin errors.
As we'll take a break and come back, bottom of the 5th action on the way. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Jim Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 3-3 tie ball game here. We've been talking about it off the air, Coach. We haven't seen a tightly contested game in a while, and here it is, Coach.
Yeah, we got us a good one here. The pitchers are both throwing well. For the most part, the defense has played a nice game. We just have teams scratching runs out, getting base hits, running the bases, and good competitive game here today.
So to start the bottom of the fifth, it will be the number 9 hitter, Rocco Venice, for his second time today.
He grounded out back in the fourth to end the inning.
We had mentioned it. He's a 150 average on the season. Has 3 hits coming into today.
Needs to turn himself into a second leadoff man right here and get on base for the Boyd brothers up at the top of the lineup.
Yeah. DeWitt, first pitch offered, fouled.
See, if he would have had Falls' leg guard on, he wouldn't be wincing right now.
Well, Falls wasn't wearing it in his last at bat. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't. He must be scuffling in the middle of a slump trying to change something up.
Venice, a .292 on-base percentage. Will step back in at the 0-1 here from Corbin DeWitt, the senior. You hear the Satellites dugout, DeWitt, DeWitt. Next pitch is a ball. 1-1 now here from Corbin DeWitt to Rocco Venice. That one finds the zone. 1-2 now. Likes the sign, kicks and deals the 1-2. Chopper goes foul down the third base line, keeps it 1-2 for Rocco Venice.
Yeah, big curveball right there for DeWitt, looking for the strikeout, and Venice just out in front of it a little early and fouled it off.
The 1-2. And he will go down striking out. Venice will, for out number 1 here in the bottom of the fifth.
And that's what, when DeWitt was on early in the early innings, that's what he did. He used that curveball to get the hitter out, off balance a little bit, and came back with the good fastball right there and got the strikeout to start inning number 5.
Back to the top of the batting order for the third time. The Redskins will see Ray Boyd, shortstop.
He struck out in the first, walked and scored the first Redskin run in the fourth.
And it will be a base. No.
Nice
it will
play
be
by Eaton.
Picked up by Nolan Eaton at short. What looked like a base hit to center.
I was just getting ready to say it was a blueprint of the same at bat, but the ball wasn't hit as hard as we thought. And Eaton's got a lot of range out there at short as well.
Well, and he was kind of back towards the outfield there, which allowed him the space to make the play. So a good job by the shortstop, Nolan Eaton, to get that second out. Quick work for the Satellites here in the bottom of the fifth. We'll now see Xavier Boyd for his third time.
Now DeWitt has a chance to get an easy inning after the tough one he just got out of.
Swings, slicer up the middle, past DeWitt, glove by the second baseman, throws over to first. He can't get the out. Xavier Boyd beat it out. It was actually dropped by the first baseman for the Satellites, Wyatt Dahl.
Yeah, I'm going base hit right there for Xavier Boyd. It's probably a 50-50 call depending on who you're rooting for, but courtesy runner right here. Number 20, it looks like Garen Phipps out there doing the courtesy running duties. And if you don't know, in high school baseball, you can courtesy run at any time when your pitcher and your catcher are on bases.
So now stepping in for the Knox Redskins, this is Miles McLaughlin for his third appearance. First pitch misses for a ball.
Yeah, had an RBI ground ball back in the fourth, scored a run, and struck out back in the first.
1-0 from DeWitt. Up top, and that courtesy runner, Garen Phipps, we of course know the name on that football team for the Knox Redskins. His dad, of course, is Mr. Craig Phipps, does such a fantastic job with the Knox Redskin Brigade. Next pitch, it will be a ball.
Ball down, made the catcher had to move about 10 feet behind McLaughlin right there, and Phipps kind of got caught not advancing when he possibly could have. So
3-0, DeWitt. Gets past DeWitt. Good hit there by McLaughlin.
Tough bounce.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
The ball rolled out of the glove from Eaton, and somehow the second baseman, Carson Rinker, gets a glove on it, as sliding in is the courtesy runner, Garen Phipps, for out number 3.
Yeah, that was just a tough play right there all the way around for the Redskins. Hit the ball up the middle, looked like the shortstop got a bad hop, bounced off him right to the second baseman on the bag, able to get the force on Phipps. So kind of a lucky break right there for the Satellites to get out of the fifth on no runs, 1 hit, nobody left on.
We'll take a break. Top of the 6th, action is on the way. We're flying through this ball game. The Knox Redskins are hosting the South Central Satellites.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
We thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. Tie ball game here from Knox, Indiana. The Knox Redskins hosting the South Central Satellites. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. We're so glad you joined us. Quite a game we're seeing here this afternoon. Very excited to be here. And we have a pitching change here, Coach.
We do. We have Oakley Carbine coming in. The final line on Xavier Boyd, 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 5 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those runs were earned. So total of, unofficially in my book, 73 pitches. So Xavier did exactly what Coach Waters wanted him to do. He got us into the Redskins into the 6th in a ball game that's anybody's game.
And we saw Oakley Carbine, correct me if I'm wrong, against the North Judson Santerre Blue Jays.
Oakley Carbine came in against North Judson in a big lead for the Redskins and held them right there along with Bryson Vanice. And, we talked to Coach Waters after the game, and, he thought Oakley pitched well, but just was hoping he would keep his pitch count lower. So we'll see what Oakley does today. Kind of the same situation here. Wants to be successful, but also wants to keep the pitch count down with games the next 3 days.
So Oakley Carbine in relief for Xavier Boyd, a 5.25 ERA up to this point. Through the 5.1 innings pitched, he has allowed 7 hits, 7 runs, 3 base on balls, and has 5 strikeouts. As the first batter up for the South Central Satellites is Hunter Like. Gets a pop-up high fly ball back to center field. It's gloved by Miles McLaughlin for out number 1.
So good start right there to get Like. 1 pitch, 1 out. So that's all you can ask out of a reliever.
The number 6 hitter, first baseman Wyatt Dahl, will step in. His 3rd time today already, Coach.
He walked and he struck out here earlier today.
Carbine delivers. Swung on, foul tip, hits the fence. It gets stuck in the fence, actually. Wow. Oh, 1 from Oakley Carbine. Finds the zone.
So far, nothing but strikes out of 24 out there on the mound.
0-2 gets past Weber. Wild pitch there. It'll be 1-2.
That's the announcer's jinx right there. See, he's 0-2. He's got his fastball working, and what do? They put down Weber puts down the number 2, and he probably didn't throw any of those down in the bullpen either. So he's got a little smile on his face out there from Oakley.
1-2, low and away, evens up 2-2 here. Dahl being patient.
Sometimes baseball's not a real difficult game. Just go with what's working.
Just feel it. Go with the flow. 2-2, popped up high.
There he goes. He's going to make McLaughlin work here a little bit.
He calls it, and he will get the second out as well here in the top of the 6th. So 2 away. As the score is still 3-3, tie ball game here between the Knox Redskins and the South Central Satellites. Rocco Wallace, designated hitter, will step in here.
A tough day for the sophomore so far. He struck out in the 2nd and struck out again in the 4th.
286 average. Carbine to deliver. Will go foul down the right field line. And it looks like the Satellites bullpen is warming up here. Oh-1 from Carbine. Up top, ball 1.
Yeah, I don't know what their schedule looks like the rest of the week. I'm sure they have conference either Wednesday or Friday.
They will see John Glenn tomorrow hosting, and then Westville on May 2nd on the road.
Yeah, so Friday's conference game for them this week.
Be a base hit back to right field for Rocco Wallace. With 2 outs, the Satellites get 1 on. It looks like that is Nolan Eaton in the bullpen warming up for the Satellites. So we'll see what they do here in the bottom of the 6th. But right now in the top, they're trying to get themselves in scoring position. As the next pitch will miss outside. 1-0 to Carson Rinker. 3rd time today we've seen him.
Lined out to 3rd, grounded out to short.
1-0. Rinker gets a hold of it back to center field. Miles McLaughlin to make the play, and he will. 3 outs there. 1 got on.
So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left.
And we'll take a quick break. Bottom of the 6th action is on the way. We'll see what the Satellites do on the mound here as it's a tie ball game, 3-3 from Knox.
Do you know what to do when you see a down power line? The answer is very simple. Stay far away. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want you to know that down power lines can be very dangerous. Even if they come off the power pole, they still may be energized. Call 911 and wait for instructions from the fire department or power company. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want to keep you safe.
Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlin and Coons Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them today at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coons Lake. Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Finally, L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. We go to the bottom of the 6th, tie ball game here, 3-3 as the Knox Redskins are up to bat hosting the South Central Satellites. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. A little bit of a stalemate the last few innings.
Yeah, and we do have a pitching change. Nolan Eaton, is on. Final line for DeWitt. 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those runs were earned. On my count, 77 pitches for DeWitt. So as it turns out, Boyd and DeWitt both had very similar numbers on the mound. Both kept their team right in the game, and we're going to the bottom of the sixth in a 3-3 tie.
Yeah, senior Nolan Eaton on the mound through the 3.2 innings pitched up to this point. He has allowed 4 hits, 0 runs, 1 base on balls, and has 4 strikeouts coming into today.
So not a lot of innings on the mound. He's a pretty valuable player out there for the Satellites defensively at short. But in here to a big spot here facing Chase Fletcher, who walked and scored back in the 4th.
So Fletcher will step in. First time to see what Eaton has. Falls goes to shortstop, where Eaton was. We'll see who the catcher is here momentarily. As Eaton delivers outside, it looks like that is number
14.
Might be 24, Rocco Wallace here.
Okay.
I know it's a 4.
It's a 4. I think it's 24.
Next pitch misses. Or no, called strike. Outer portion of the plate, 0-2 count here for Nolan Eaton to Chase Fletcher.
For those of you watching on TV, that was probably outside the rectangle that they show nowadays.
Yeah, by the way, I have a report. I asked management if we could get that machine, and they just laughed at me.
Nice.
So.
It'd be hard to see through the radio, though, Mitch.
Well, for us to see it up here.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No, definitely Eaton brings a little more velocity to the table here. A little looks like he's got a slider, cutter, something that's a little harder. So be a little bit of a difference here for the Redskin hitters. And I think Fletcher's right now hurting a little bit. Kind of wringing out that left shoulder.
He'll step back in to see the 0-2 from Eaton. Grounder to Falls at short, throws over to first, and they get the first out. Fletcher retired. This will bring up Kane Weber for his 3rd time today.
I tell you what, that takes some doing right there. And I know he's a young kid, but Dave Falls caught 5 innings behind the plate, taking foul tips, balls in the dirt, gets out there and first play at short and makes a nice play across. So showing a little athleticism for the catcher position.
He's got the gear, Coach. Popped up high by Kane Weber. It will be played by the center fielder. It hits his glove, so Weber will actually get to 2. Now he's turning for 3, the go-ahead run. He's being told to slide in safe. So reaches 3 on error?
No, that's a triple all the way. That center fielder had to cover a lot of ground going full speed. It's not like he dropped the ball. That was right off the end of his glove. So I give that a triple all the way.
So Kane Weber digging for 3 with a big-time trippy. And now here comes Connor Linhart, the designated hitter, to bring him home.
Yeah, hit a hard ground ball to second, and then he reached on a walk back in the 4th. So big spot for the sophomore.
Has 4 RBIs coming into this afternoon. First pitch, he's got to duck out of the way. 1-0 count here for Connor Linhart. First time facing Nolan Eaton.
Yeah, I gave him a little bit of a pretty hard curveball, inner part of the plate, probably a little off the inner part of the plate, and just got out of the way of that. He wants to hit this at bat.
Swings and misses the 1-0.
Yeah, came back with the fastball up in the zone there. So Connor's seen both his best 2 pitches right now. So
Eaton, the 1-1. Finds the zone.
back to that hard cutter. So South Central has their infielders in, so ground ball right at somebody probably won't score a run here for the Redskins.
Oh, looked low, but they call it a strike, and going down looking is Connor Linhart for out number 2. And it'll now see Justin Downs, the number 7 hitter, right fielder, step into the box here.
Yeah, now it's up to Justin Downs. Needs a big at-bat here to step up. Probably not the call the Redskins wanted to see right there. Probably a borderline pitch, maybe a little down.
First pitch is a called ball.
But Downs can make it irrelevant right here. Base hit, 2-out base hit.
Has 4 RBIs coming into today. He's hoping to make that 5 here with Kane Weber on 3, 90 feet away. The 1-0 from Eaton. Big hit, back to left center field. It'll be a base hit. It drops in front of the left fielder, and bringing the go-ahead run across, it is Kane Weber.
Yeah, so that's right there. Justin Downs did a great job picking up his teammate in the lineup in front of him. Got to hit a fly ball, kind of in between. Long way for the outfielders to go, but it drops in there for Justin Downs' second RBI of the game.
Nice little duck snort to left field, and now we will see number 24 for the Knox Redskins, Oakley Carbine.
He's in for Carter Jordan in his spot of the lineup.
First pitch offered from Eaton is a ball. So now the Redskins lead 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th, leaving it up to the Satellites to try to tie it up in the top of the 7th or take the lead here.
And right here it'll be interesting to see if Coach Waters plays aggressively with a runner at first. I don't think Carbine's had many at-bats on the season, so might want to have to take things into your own hands and run downs here.
Yeah, this is his second appearance of the season right here, Coach. He swings and misses. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is out number 3. So the Satellites get out of the inning, but 1 run crosses, Coach.
1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on.
We'll
Heading
take
to the 7th.
Big top of the 7th on the way for the Satellites. They've got to tie it up or take the lead to get it to the bottom. We're going to take a break and see if they can do that. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
I wanted to do something in medicine, but podiatry really was exactly what I wanted. It had a lot of the patient interaction, but I also was able to do a lot of procedures and surgery, which is also what I wanted. So it was kind of the best of both worlds that you don't find in a lot of other medical careers.
Please call 574-223-9393 for all your podiatry needs to schedule your appointment. Woodlawn Health, earning the right to care for you and your feet.
Back in Knox, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. We go to the 7th inning. 4-3, the Knox Redskins lead the visiting South Central Satellites. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Well, a big half inning for the Knox Redskins there, Coach, to take the lead.
Yeah, good start. Kane Weber drove a ball to the right center field gap, and then Justin Downs just got enough of the ball, landed into the outfield, and scored that winning run. Right now Oakley Carbine on the mound as a sophomore in his 2nd inning. Very important that he leaves that strikeout in the dugout that he just had offensively and goes after his 3 outs here, doesn't take that out to the field with him.
So to start for the Satellites, leading off here in the top of the 7th, very important 7th for them. It will be number 16. This is someone new, Braden Williamson. We haven't seen him yet today this afternoon, Coach. The senior Williamson will lead things off, and then on deck it looks like that is Tay Falls, the leadoff man, and then Corbin DeWitt in the hole.
Yeah, so Williamson here hitting in the 9 hole.
For Noah Howard, who has had trouble today. So maybe that's what Coach Jones is thinking here.
Just get a new eye out there, a new stick. Hopefully get it up to the top of the order because, Carbine gets a couple guys on base, then he has to go through the Nolans again.
Carbine to deliver inside, ball called. This is actually, from what I'm seeing from the stats provided through Max Preps, Williamson's, the senior's, second appearance all season long.
Okay. But he's played in this program for 4 years, so he knows what they're looking for right here. Get on base any way possible.
Next pitch from Carbine. Misses outside. 3-0 count now. Staying patient is Williamson.
Yeah, I think you'll probably see him take 2 pitches here. So I don't see him swinging until he gets to 2 strikes. His on base, getting him on base is critical right here for the Satellites.
Shows bunt, pulls it, and it will be ball 4. So Williamson will get on base, and Tay Falls, the leadoff man, comes in.
We'll see if we get a pinch runner here down for Williamson.
And they will. And it is Noah Howard.
Okay, so they'll re-enter. Yeah, each starter gets to re-enter with no penalty. So they just hit Williamson, re-entered Noah Howard now. So Howard's on first base with the tying run here in the top of the 7th.
A quick mound visit from head coach Dustin Waters to Oakley Carbine.
Yep, just a little pep talk. Let the defense know what the play is. It wouldn't surprise me here seeing South Central for the second time. If he puts on some kind of bunt, get the ball moving, get the
just
defense.
Just like they did the Tigers.
Get the defense jumping out here. So they'll have something on.
So Tay Falls will step in.
Tay's 0 for 3, is strikeout, ground out, slide out to center. He scored a run back in the 5th.
Shows bunt, pulls it. Ball is called. They throw down. Noah Howard slides in safe as Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Let Keener Construction build you a home today.
And right there, the Redskins kind of had Howard hung up to dry. I think a good throw and a quick tag, they might have been able to get that out easy over there.
There he goes to take 2. It will be a grounder to short. They throw over to first to get Falls out. So a good job there by Ray Boyd, the shortstop, getting it over to the first baseman, Aiden Schieber, for out number 1, but Howard's in scoring position.
Yeah, and here comes DeWitt, who reached on an error in the first and scored in the second, or in the third.
Tying run on second. First pitch offered, swing and a miss by DeWitt. And this is his first time facing Carbine, is it not, this afternoon?
Yeah, Carbine came in. His first batter would have been the 5th hitter, like.
0-1 from Carbine, misses up top. 1-1 count. DeWitt, 6 RBIs on the season. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He wanted it.
Yeah, Carbine's doing a good job. Kept that fastball in the outer half. DeWitt couldn't drive. Swing and miss.
Next pitch, nope. He will step off the bump. Howard will go back to 2. They'll reset. One-two. Fouled off out of play, staying alive.
Yeah, and that another good pitch right there by Carbine, keeping that ball probably maybe 6 inches outside, but DeWitt with 2 strikes has got to cover that.
1-2. 2-2 now. Nolan Jones on deck. 1 on in scoring position with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The Redskins lead 4-3. They're trying to shut it down here in the top. Foul tip again. DeWitt's fighting.
Yeah, it turned into a good battle here between the pitcher and the hitter here. Let's see if that runner at second doesn't break for third here. That's kind of been in the mix of every time Satellites have scored a run.
Grounded to third, Chase Fletcher. It'll get past him. Now being told to go home is Noah Howard, the tying run. And he will tie it up, and Corbin DeWitt will take 2. It's 4-4. The Satellites will get to the bottom.
Yeah, just under the glove of Chase Fletcher there. And again, same situation as earlier in the game. Rocco Venice comes up with the ball, kind of tries to throw the ball on the fly to the catcher, misses the cutoff man, and now the go-ahead run, who reached on an error, is now standing at second. So now we get a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Now you got to deal with the Jones-Eaton combination here at the 3-4 spot.
Nolan Jones steps in for his 4th time. Carbine delivers up top. Carbine, the 1-0. Fouled up high, out of play.
And this is one of the coaching for many years, and this is one of those situations for a coach that's tough when you're dealing with a relief pitcher. Yeah, things are starting to go wrong. He's a sophomore. You have games the next 3 days. What do you do? The major leagues, sometimes those guys make it look so easy with the way the bullpens are set up, and you're going to go out and make a change. And, here it's a little tougher when you're dealing with the mentalities of 15, 16-year-old kids.
The 2-1 will miss inside and up top, making it 3-1 here. Jones has 6 RBIs coming into today. .318 average. Carbine, the 3-1. Outside, he will walk Nolan Jones. So now 2-on-1 in scoring position with 1 out. The Satellites aren't done yet here in the top of the 7th.
Okay, we'll see if Carbine can get back into this here. That first base was open. Nolan Jones was a hot hitter. So probably might not have been the worst walk right there for him, but we'll see what Eaton, who has a hit back in the first, we'll see if Eaton can come through for the Satellites.
Leads the team in RBIs coming into this afternoon. He has 10. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. .1-0. Foul tip.
Okay, 1-1 here. See how aggressive coach wants to be here. Double steal with 1 out. Might catch the Redskins here in a little bit of a surprise. I just have a feeling he's not going to sit around and wait for that base hit to score. I think he's going to try to be aggressive.
DeWitt on 2, Jones on 1. Eaton in the box. 1-1. Carbine, there they go to take 3. Weber throws down. They're going to tag him out. So they get Corbin DeWitt tagged out, the go-ahead run. The Redskins were looking for it. And that is the second out. Yeah,
and I'm a little surprised that Jones is still over at first base. Makes me think that maybe Noah Howard, or not Noah Howard, maybe Corbin DeWitt might have missed a sign or get thrown out at third.
1-2, misses. 2-2 now. I don't think Redskin Nation liked it.
No, it doesn't sound that way. He puts a number down. We'll see if Jones is in motion here.
There he goes. Popped
That's
up
a
high.
Tough play.
Miles McLaughlin will glove it for out number 3. So only 1 run crosses. It is the tying run. We'll have to go to the bottom of the 7th to see if the Redskins can finish things off in the bottom.
1 run, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base for the Satellites.
We'll take a break and come back. We'll see what happens here in Knox. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
When you are considering buying or selling a property, you can't be too careful. The forms, the regulations, the inspections. You need someone who is experienced to help you with the process. The professionals at Welcome Mat Real Estate are experienced in residential and agricultural, both important for our area. And They can help you with your 1031 exchange as well. Call Welcome at Real Estate at 574-896-5138, and a friendly hand will hold you as you work through your real estate transaction.
Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home in Stark County. Call them at 574-896-2567. Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. We go to the bottom of the 7th, tie ball game here. The Knox Redskins and the South Central Satellites 4-4. It's now all up to the home team, the Redskins. If you are head coach Dustin Waters, are you trying to get it done here in the bottom?
Obviously you are.
Well, yeah.
That was an easy question. No, you're
trying to go to extra innings.
No, exactly. This is works out perfectly. Here at home, you can play for that one run, and I expect if Venice gets on base, you might see them start to get aggressive with a little small ball. But again, just like we said back in the 5th inning when Venice led off that inning of tie game, this is important at bat. He needs to become a leadoff hitter here. Anything close, wear it, run down to first, and give your team a chance to walk one off.
So Rocco Venice will lead things off for the Redskins, just as he did not long ago, it feels like.
Yeah, just back in the 5th.
First pitch offered from Eaton, who's in relief for DeWitt, is a called strike. Next pitch up top, good eye, evens up 1-1.
Yeah, Eaton on for his second inning of relief.
Eaton kicks and deals. Chopper goes foul down the third base line.
Yeah, a little slow curveball there by Eaton, had Venice out in front. Fouled it, dribbled it down the third base line. Now, if we see what we saw last inning, we're going to have a little fastball action right here, probably elevated.
Next pitch misses. 2-2 now. Staying patient, Rocco Venice.
Staying in the count.
Up top, full count now.
It went up twice, so critical here that he still stays a little bit aggressive. You don't want to look at one here.
Eaton, he will walk Rocco Venice. Just what you had talked about, Coach.
Yeah, great job by Venice. He got him on that curveball to get the second strike. Went elevated fastball for the next 3 and just missed up. So Redskins got him right where they want him here with Boyd. I would expect a sacrifice bunt here, but we'll see. Ball in the dirt. Anything that would get away from the catcher, you can advance Venice that way as well.
Leadoff man Ray Boyd, right-handed hitter, steps in. Wide stance. Eaton, first pitch. Bunt shown. Right back to the first baseman. Trying to run it out, but they get the tag. Advancing to 2 is Rocco Venice. The go-ahead run is in scoring position for the Redskins with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, great bunt by Raymond Boyd. Got it down there, down the first base line. South Central's second baseman made a real nice play there as the throw was on the other side of the line, so he had to do some quick footwork right there, but winning runs down there at second base, so.
And here's a mound visit from skipper Brent Jones to have a word with the infield.
Yeah, just setting up his defense right here. What do you want to do? What if? Not a bad situation here. I know you got Miles McLaughlin in the 3-hole up, but if you don't give Boyd a pitch to hit right here, because the runner at first is irrelevant. You've already won the game if he gets to the plate, and it sets up a force anywhere that way. So my guess is strategy right there along the way is that he's going to try to make good pitches, try to get, but nothing lay it right down the middle where Boyd could put a good swing on it.
Now, does Boyd consider bunting here or no?
I wouldn't think he would get it from Coach. He might on his own. But both corners are up looking for something.
DeWitt deals, called strike to Xavier Boyd, our athlete of the week. Eaton, the 0-1. Finds the zone again.
Well, he didn't tell him to throw balls. He told him to throw 2 nasty pitches to get strike 1 and strike 2. Is that pitch right there? I'm not sure he would have hit it even if he did swing. A little breaking pitch.
This one's outside, trying to get him to chase.
Yeah, now he'll probably try to get him to chase. Because, again, a walk, anything like that, doesn't really hurt the Satellites right here.
1-2.
Oh, there's the base hit.
It'll be a base hit to
That's
center.
That's going to score him.
And it'll bring the go-ahead run home. It's Rocco Venice, a walk-off RBI single for Xavier Boyd. The Redskins will win 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th. We've been waiting on that one, Coach.
Yeah, that's a nice way. A great ball game. Well pitched by both sides. Well defensed by both sides. Just enough action on offense, and the Redskins did exactly what they wanted to do there. They executed. They got the leadoff guy on, moved him over. Timely base hit by Xavier Boyd to win the game.
Well, we have some work to do. I kind of have a feeling of what we're going to decide, but it'll be the Stark County Co-op play of the game as well as our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, all coming up next in the Collins Insurance post-game show. We'll break down this game with Coach Hannon here, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
5-4 is the final as the Knox Redskins make it very exciting here in the bottom of the 7th with a walk-off RBI single. Mitch Columbia along with Kevin Hannon, and this was a fun one to do.
Yeah, like I said, there was a lot of good things happen today. It was close. Both sides competed hard, and nice one-run victory for the Redskins.
Satellites got out to the quick start there with the first run in the top of the first, but the Redskins, that big inning there in the bottom of the 4th, those 3 runs really kind of gave them some energy, I felt like.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. If they wouldn't have got those 3 runs right there, then they're chasing 2, and, if South Central gets things rolling, those are the kind that can get away from you. But getting those runs there, got them back in the game. It definitely changed Xavier Boyd's outlook on the mound. When he got that lead, he went out there and he threw a couple more good innings after that.
Yeah, we talk about upcoming schedule, and that was kind of the situation, dealing with the pitch count and some of the pitchers on the mound today. Of course, the Redskins started with Xavier Boyd. They brought in Oakley Carbine. Switch it for the Satellites. They started with Corbin DeWitt, finished with Nolan Eaton. The Redskins, when we look at their schedule, they will host Culver Academy tomorrow. Then on May 1st, they host John Glenn. May 2nd, they travel to Glenn before 6 days off. So that's where you're kind of talking about you got to prepare for those conference matchups, and John Glenn's one of them.
Yeah, you line your pitching up for your conference games. You want to have that 1 and 2. So for the Redskins, it's Xavier Boyd and Raymond Boyd. You want to have them ready to go for the conference, and then anywhere you can work them in along the lines to get that, to make sure they're ready to go. They can pitch in relief. They can pitch Xavier as the starter today, but Coach Waters knew he had a pitch count. He wanted to keep Xavier on today, but it'd be no problem bringing Xavier back on Friday.
South Central will host John Glenn. So interesting. The Redskins will see John Glenn in a couple of days. Tomorrow, the Satellites will host John Glenn. Then on May 2nd, they travel to Westville. That's the conference game for them.
That'll be their conference game. And, the way their conference sets up their games, they play single round robin, so they play everybody once. So they just saw Washington Township on Monday. Now they don't turn around and play till Friday. So you can use that one guy. Your number one guy can throw your conference Monday and Friday, as long as he didn't go 120 plus on Monday, which I doubt if he did.
So the Redskins will go 9-4 on the season. This is turning into a great season for the Knox Redskins. 9-4 overall, 1-2 in that Indiana Northern State Conference, and then the South Central Satellites move to 3-8. 2-1 in their Porter County Conference. So the Satellites have been through some tough games, and the Redskins are coming together at the right time, and that's what happened here in this one today.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. The Redskins, they're starting to – there were years where you didn't beat a team like South Central, and you didn't beat a lot of the Porter County Conference schools, but they're becoming more competitive. They're winning this game on walk-off fashion. Now they just have to take that into the conference games, because they still have a ton of conference games left. They still have yet to see LaVille in that second game. They still have to see Bremen twice. They still have to see Tippy Valley twice, Glenn twice. So their season is still ahead of them.
Well, our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game is up next. Then we will have our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game here in the Collins Insurance post-game show. Don't go anywhere. The Knox Redskins beat the South Central Satellites 5-4 here in Knox.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
5-4, walk-off RBI single for our Tyler Roth, WKVI Athlete of the Week, Xavier Boyd. Coach, you just can't write these scripts. It's just, it happens. It happens every time. You always wonder, did we pick the right guy? We picked the right guy, Xavier Boyd. He showed us why he's our Athlete of the Week today. That walk-off RBI single. He started on the mound. What is the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game?
Well,
I have a feeling.
The play of the game is I'm going to mention three kids in the play of the game, and that's go back to the top of the seventh and recreate it. Rocco Venice walks, ends up scoring the winning run. Ray Boyd sacrificed himself, gave a nice bunt to get that runner into scoring position, and then Xavier Boyd drove in that the walk-off winner with the single.
Man, I felt that breeze come in. It is chilled off here in Knox, 63 degrees. We started the game at 69, but a beautiful afternoon for baseball. The sun was shining, but it was not the Satellites' night where we saw them take it to the Tri-Township Tigers last week. I think this shows these two teams, you see a 7-game series. I don't know who could come out on top and then back and forth.
Yeah, and, not to take anything away from Tri-Township, but once that game, the snowball got rolling last week, there was no stopping them. They weren't making plays in the field, where the Redskins tonight, made enough defensive plays to get them out of some innings with runners on base.
Well, our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game is up next. We'll take a quick break. This is the Collins Insurance Postgame Show, and you are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Hello there. Is this that Last Choice Insurance?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
You mean Second Choice Insurance?
We offer homeowners, auto, farm, commercial, life. Let us know how we can be of guidance.
Okay, I got it now. First Best Insurance.
So contact us, First Choice Insurance, at 574-896-3482 at North Judson, or jingle us at 574-772-5370, and one of our wonderful local agents will take care of you.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game. Mitch?
Time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson Sand Bear High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-Star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
So who you thinking, Coach? I have a feeling.
Well, I think, it's hard not to give it to the kid that has the walk-off base hit in the 7th, the starting pitcher who kept his team in the game. So I'm leaning towards Xavier Boyd on that. He pitched 5 innings, struck out 5, walked 1, allowed 2 earned runs, given up 5 hits, and then ended up with 2 hits in the game-winning RBI, a sacrifice bunt along the way. So I just think we keep the line rolling, and Xavier's having himself another week so far.
He is. And we'll have a chance to chat with Xavier Boyd this coming weekend on the Saturday Sports Line. He is our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week, so it just is so fitting today. He shows us why he is our Athlete of the Week, makes us feel like we made the right decision. He gets the walk-off RBI single, did a heck of a job on the mound today. Congratulations to our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game, Xavier Boyd. During the week of his athlete, I got to ask Harold, I wonder how many times the exact week, the Athlete of the Week, was the player of the game in that week that he was the. I got to ask Harold, that's got to be a rare occurrence.
I'm sure it doesn't happen all the time.
It hasn't happened in the time frame I've been here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should rethink that in the basketball season. But anyway, congratulations to Xavier Boyd on being named our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game. KVB's WKVI Sports will be back in action Monday to see the North Judson Sandpier Lady Blue Jays host their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. We will be going live at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. We also remind you, join us each weekend throughout the school year for the Saturday Sports Line. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. Final word from you tonight, Coach.
No, I'm just glad in one of my 5 or 6 ball games that I get to cover with you this year that we had one that went down to all the way to the 7th inning. So
it was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good
it
to
felt
see
normal.
to see 2 good teams compete today, play the game. It was nice. It was a nice afternoon.
Our final in this one saw the Knox Redskins beat the South Central Satellites at home 5-4. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball. For our sports analyst, Kevin. I just wanted to say I thought it was really cool, too, that you were a former coach for both South Central and Knox. We kind of talked about it in the pregame, but I thought it was just a real joy to call this game with you, knowing your history with both programs. This is a check mark I can check off the box.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and I had some good luck and some good times with both teams. I can tell a lot of stories, and it's always good when I go down. It's been a long time since I've been at South Central, and I go down there about the third inning, and I talked to one of my former players whose son is Rinker. Last game we talked about that. So get to chat with him for a couple minutes while you were on the air doing it alone. So
No, you're fine.
No, that's the coolest part for me is seeing the kids, seeing the grown men now that sons are playing, and I get to watch them play. So that's the joy for me with the game.
Well, from all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball. For our sports analyst, Kevin Hannon, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT's Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.